Plebby 16.
So, Dan, what do you think is the most important thing for the comic book industry right now?
Oh, you gotta hit all those untapped markets, dog. Like the like that bisexual market. What was the news? What was the news that you said?
Apparently,
Star Lord is now bi.
yeah, Screen Rant has an article. Star Lord is now bisexual.
That huge untapped bisexual market. We got to hit that virtue signal. Virtue. This is Marvel. Virtue. Virtue. It's me, Marvel. Virtue. Hi.
Can you try to make us back some of our money? What do you think about that, Dan? What do you think about Marvel and even DC uh, trying to? Here's the thing: I'm all for inclusivity. You and I, we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
I'm all for
Yeah.
that.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care if
Live your life.
yeah, I don't care if a character's gay, straight, trans, Z,
But
Z,
it's like
she.
after the fact, going out of your way to make it known seems like a fucking cash grab.
Yeah, and
So like same thing with like Dumbledore. Okay, Dumbledore went through the series of Harry Potter. We were fine. Dumbledore's cool. I don't care. You know what I mean? He's cool. And then J.K. Rowling had to say, "Oh, by the way, guys, Dumbledore's gay. He went out with Grindelwald." And it's like, you could have just put that in the story. You don't have to like let everybody know and it's this big deal. Although I don't know if she released it like that or if just the people talking about it wanted to get headlines on their newspapers or whatever.
Well, dude,
it just seems as a cash grab.
well, dude, a lot of these companies got to get clicks.
Virtue signaling.
Yeah, a lot of these companies got to get clicks, dude, and they got to find a way to get into some of these markets. But I feel like you have these established characters with established relationships, and now we go from what I understand, you go from having a relationship with, I think it's Gamora, to now being bisexual and being in this polyamorous relationship with these two other characters. It's like, huh?
Why?
Yeah,
Like, what does that add? What does that add to the story? You're the guardian of the galaxy. What is adding a boyfriend gonna do?
What is adding a boyfriend and girlfriend like?
I mean, they could do it like the Rick and Morty thing, where it's like, where like there's an episode where Rick like falls in love with an entire planet or something like that, or has an ex-girlfriend that was an entire planet system.
Okay.
It was like a virus that got into all the beings of the planet. So, but it was all one hive mind. So like it was like a full planet that was his ex-girlfriend. So if you did something like that, where like Star-Lord fell in love with some cosmic like entity that just shows up in whatever form is in the moment and just happens to be a boy today and then a girl tomorrow or something like that. Okay, if it's part of the story, but I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I never read the comic books, but is that in the comic book? Is he a bi character in the comic book? Is that like a big deal?
Star-Lord?
I don't know.
Like as of now, as of like coming up, yeah, apparently.
Wasn't he a comic before they made this movie?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, so like in Guardians of the Galaxy comic, was he bi? And if not, then why is it needed now?
So yeah,
if not to get catch.
Think
you know what I mean?
I always think to myself,
not to virtue signal.
No, I always think to myself, how does this further a character's story, right? Or how does this further develop a character other than pushing them into some sort of story just for the sake of including it, you know?
It's like he's more woke now, guys. He's more woke like you, so that makes him a better character.
Yeah. You have to like him.
From two bald white guys, so
yeah, you have to like him, otherwise you're an alt-right Trump supporter.
Yep.
Orange man bad. Orange man bad. We have to get that in there too.
Yep. It's weird because it's like, I guess I don't know why. You know, I don't like superhero movies in the first place, but of the superhero movies, I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was very.
All right, let me hook you up with some of this. Here we go. Marvel Comics just confirmed Peter Quill, a.k.a. Star-Lord, is bisexual in Guardians of the Galaxy #9 with writer Al Ewing, artist Juan Cabal, colorist whatever, and letterer blah, blah, blah. Ambitious single-issue story, I Shall Make You a Star-Lord, redefining the character's origins and abilities just in time for the mega event, King in Black. So
redefining the character's origins. Okay, so this is a new story. And they're making him bi because it is the current year, guys. It is current year. All right, we need to be woke now, and part of that is making your characters cool with everything. Because you can't just have a white character. I mean, like, look at his character, how it's established in the first two movies. He's he's a smarmy, space pirate that tries to get with Gamora every chance he can. He's got a girl sleeping in his, some pink lady sleeping in his bunk. Like he comes off as like, like in Star Trek that Captain Kirk, the new Star Trek one, where he's sleeping around with everybody. He's the classic machismo guy. Well, now it's not so popular to be a macho white guy. So how do we make him more marketable? I guess you just make him bi. I guess that's gonna do it for you. Does that make any sense to you?
Dude,
We're not the target audience.
we're not the
If
target.
that's just
We're not the target audience, but like, isn't Marvel learning? Like, dude, cut this.
right now Marvel has it. What it feels like is Marvel has a cash register, and they just have to go like this, open up the cash register, and take out money. It doesn't matter what they do. People are gonna go watch that movie. People are gonna, even if they have to wear masks, they're gonna go to the theater to see this. Because this is gonna be a new movie, right? Or is this like a new comic book?
It's
run,
it's comic book number 9.
Oh, it's a comic book.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I have less of a problem with this all of a sudden. And the reason for that is because it's an ongoing story. Okay, so now when you're writing a comic story, that's a little different than doing a major motion picture.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I think they've been trying to do this with, they did it, I saw a video on your channel about, what was the character?
Starfire?
Starfire.
I am not Starfire. Her like emo goth kid, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is so fucking stupid, dude. Though.
It's not for us anymore. Kids growing up right now, they like that edgy stuff. They like the woke stuff. They like feeling like they're a part of that. This comic book is not for us. We can read it. We can enjoy it if we want. But I feel like it's going to be so heavy-handed, I wouldn't be able to look past that. It's just an obvious draw for, one, to gain clout as a woke company, and two, to try to get some cheap fans just for the headlines.
Well, let me ask you this, Dan. How do you feel about that if this kind of stuff leads to them losing money? It leads to them not having as good of sales? Because it clearly has, because they've been losing money. They have not been doing as well business-wise.
Well, this does two things for them. If I'm looking at it from a business marketing perspective, one, any news is good news. Like, doesn't matter if it's like people complaining about this or not. It's marketing for them. So now people are like us are going to talk about it and go, I can't believe this. I think it's just dumb. Well, now people that normally would have never heard of the comic being released are like, hey, maybe I'll check it out and see what kind of a shit show this is. And the people that like this stuff are going to go, oh, this is cool. They're representing my style or whatever, what I like. I'm going to get that. So now you're going to get both parties getting this first one and then deciding whether it's viable or not. Now, from the business perspective, they may have shot themselves in the foot as far as continuing that storyline, because if everybody hates it and they lose money, then they don't get to do that anymore. But here's the thing, from their perspective, what are they getting inundated with on Twitter and social media? You need to be more woke. You need to represent our community. You need to do this. You need to do that. And they go, fine, let's do it and see how it does. And just like the discrepancy between U.S. men's soccer team and U.S. women's soccer team, why do the women not make more money than the men, or as much, even though they do the same thing? It's because the men pull in more of a crowd. They draw more eyes. So now, by them releasing this, they're showing, yes, we're a company willing to work with all different types of storylines and new avenues and whatever. We are woke, and if you don't like it, then we're not going to do it anymore. You're proving to us that the market doesn't like it, so now we don't have to do it, and we have proven to you why we don't do it. So it's like a win-win for them. My perspective.
Dan Van, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about them? Because I'm pretty sure this is like a thing now. I'm not 100% certain, but fairly certain. I've seen enough coverage about it. How do you feel about them turning the rivalry between Wolverine and Cyclops into a
romance?
Into a love romance, yeah, with Jean
Grey.
With Jean Grey, yeah. How do you feel about that?
They're doing a love triangle?
Something like that. Let me take a look here. Pretty sure it's along those lines.
So are we confirming that Jean Grey is bi? Are her and Star-Lord going to get together?
Damn. This is a totally different thing. Here we go.
It sounds totally the same, just with a
Cyclops, X-Men, Jean Grey, love triangle. Let's see here.
I mean, there's always been a love triangle, though, right? Like
Oh,
from the
Jesus
first
Christ.
movie.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Why Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean's poly relationship makes sense.
Oh, it is a poly relationship. Star-Lord and Jean Grey. So they're hitting it on. So are they from the same company? Is Marvel and X-Men the same company? Is that DC? I don't know what the things are. I'm just looking at it from a business perspective. Are they two different companies? Is X-Men part of DC or is it part of Marvel?
This is disgusting to me.
Why
do they do this?
Because if they're two different companies doing the exact same thing, this is such a stunt.
X-Men is
X-Men DC or Marvel?
they're in the Marvel universe.
Okay, so now we're gonna have two beloved franchises, one new, one old. So I guess beloved is X-Men and the new beloved is Star-Lord. We're gonna try two of them doing the same thing. We're gonna see how it works with the female character in X-Men, an established situation, and then we're gonna have
they're both Marvel, just so you know.
So Wolverine and Cyclops are both going to be boyfriends of Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, yeah.
Phoenix. Is she Phoenix in this, or is she just?
I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
So are they going to be kissing each other?
It's like, so I'm reading this shit, and I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, there's a lot of, there's many ways to have polyamorous relationships or poly relationships. I mean, they could be both boyfriends to her, but just never hang out with each other.
Oh, they're hanging out, bro.
Oh, that's a hard sell, dog. As you would say, that's a stretch, bro.
Yeah, it is a stretch, though, dude. Sit here and tell me we have one of the greatest rivalries in superhero history. Cyclops and Wolverine. Cyclops and Wolverine, yes, they have. They've been fighting for...
Cyclops and Sabretooth would be the...
No, it's Wolverine and Sabretooth. But those two have been they've been getting after each other over this girl for, fucking years, dude.
Okay, I see.
And now you're gonna sit me and tell me all of a sudden they're gonna start making out, twiddling their dicks around, and
they used to go like this. Now they're gonna go like this. You up for some docking, bro? Let's show Jean how it's done. Hey, Cyclops, show Jean how I want to be taken care of. On me. Like what? What is the point of that? I guess, hey, and once again, we're back at it. I think this is an obvious, not a stunt, but like an obvious play of being like, hey guys, we're gonna be woke. We're gonna show poly relationships, bi relationships. We're gonna show the main character of a boy doing this. We're gonna show the main character of a girl doing this with two of your favorite characters, so you have to like them anyway. If it doesn't sell, then we're not going to do it again. And then you guys can stop writing us emails about how not woke we are and how old we are.
My thing is, how many franchises do we need to destroy in the process?
It's not destroying. I mean, comic books are cool like that because you can always reset the universe, right? Isn't that how it goes? Like you do a whole run of Spider-Man and then you stop that
Boop, and you have Miles Morales. Yep.
So you can do that with comic books, and there are runs. I mean, I'm not into comic books as much as some people are. I do have some comic books around here. I've got Infinity Gauntlet, issue 1, and Futurama. But
I have Aliens. You know those creatures that kill people
with the heads that are like this.
Yeah, are the aliens gonna magically be in a poly relationship with the Colonial Marines?
Well, they were always poly, dog. They could be boy or girl all the time.
But that's my question. That shit wouldn't make sense. I'm sorry. And, maybe they would do some fucked up shit like that in Lovesick, but I don't know if we'd see that on the regular.
So we'll see,
All right, let me ask you this.
We're getting old, dude. We're getting old. There's a lot of shit that's out there nowadays that is not for us.
You're right. We're getting old, dude, but I don't have a problem with people being bisexual. I don't have a people with
Meaning-
being. I don't have a people with being trans. I don't have a problem with people being non-binary. None of that shit bothers me. What I have a problem is when I feel like it's forced inclusion.
Yeah. Okay. So why your argument here is why not just make a new
Yeah.
superhero character?
Give me a new
that does this?
superhero character. But here's the thing. Wait now. Here's the thing. I said this in my I Am Not Starfire video. I need to believe in the character. Make me believe in the character, right? Oh, I'm angsty. I'm a teen. I'm in high school. I got to do a school project with this girl I really like. And oh my God. Like, what? What? Like, give me a reason to believe in this character and like this character. Give me something
maybe some
about.
people relate to that. You know, maybe there's high school girls that relate to that.
Fine, whatever. But what I'm telling you is like I don't have a problem with the fact that maybe she's bi or maybe she's lesbian or whatever that or she's got. Like I don't have a problem with any of that shit. But I do have a problem with the fact that you're doing nothing to make me believe in the character, right? What is you turning Star-Lord gay like gonna do for me? Or bisexual or whatever. What is you doing that like with the Star-Lord character gonna do to make me say, yeah, I believe in this guy even more now? What is it gonna do to further his story in a positive way? What is it gonna do to build on his universe other than adding in some forced inclusion and some fucking gender politics bullshit? Sorry.
Yeah, it does seem a little late to the like if you're trying to be woke, I mean, they could have done that last year. Trying to be like this. They could have tried it last year. Why? It just seems a little late to the game to. It comes off as.
Well, Marvel's.
It comes off as desperate. It comes off as like.
It feels like Marvel's doing it on purpose to shit on Chris Pratt because he refuses to make a political stance and didn't go to the Biden fundraiser and all that other shit. Yeah.
So that. Yeah. They would make an entire comic just for that.
Yeah. Petty shit.
Why? I wouldn't care as long as they're paying him.
That's what I think. Like,
I would be like, yeah, I'm not going to make any political statements because I just don't want to use my platform as a celebrity to do that kind of thing. And then they'd be mad at me. And they're like, well, we're going to make you buy and you're going to have to kiss boys. I'd be like, you're paying me millions of dollars. I'll kiss boys all day and I'll like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like, I don't give a shit, right? Like, I don't give a fuck. I made $125 million last year on Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers. I don't give a shit if I have to kiss a boy or two. Like, who cares?
So it's whatever.
It seems
maybe they'll put in some hardcore scenes. You know what? Maybe this is a whole scene that we're just not aware of, though. Maybe there's like a whole subreddit shipping Star-Lord with boys and shipping Jean Grey with Wolverine and Cyclops, touching each other and stuff. Maybe there's a whole like fanfic site full of this crap, and they're just trying to cash in on that because it turns out the market's huge and we just didn't realize it.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that Draco Malfoy and Hermione fan fiction, like just having the rich boy just rail the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying?
50 Shades of
50 Shades of Malfoy, baby. Yeah.
Avada Kedavra, baby.
Oh man. All right. So I want to get your final thoughts on Star-Lord suddenly being bisexual, and since we dabbled into it on the polyamorous relationship of Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey.
I can't wait to buy the next comic. I'm looking forward to this new version of Star-Lord.
Me too.
And
I'm really excited. I'm actually got it pre-ordered.
Yep, pre-ordered special edition gold pages.
Oh yeah.
And it just seems like they're just opening up the cash register and you're going, okay, let's count it out. This first one will be a success because people want to see how bad it is and people want to see if it's any good.
And because this video will probably bring us some attention to it, and then people will go buy it because of it, and
Yeah, we are doing their job, which is fine. But this stuff does need to be critiqued. Since we did this, it might be worth it to wait until after it comes out and we come back and do this again and talk about how it was received and be like, yep, turns out we're totally wrong. America loves bi Chris Pratt. You know what I mean? That's what people want.
Bisexual Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, whatever. Maybe that's what America needs is some Wolverine on Cyclops action.
How am I going to...
We just made do that.
How do I title this video? Rip Star-Lord, ... Or maybe... ?
No, I think it's just straight up Star-Lord bi. oh my, I don't know, can't wait to read.
Star-Lord is by, oh my, I can't wait to read.
Marvel opens up the cash register again, Star-Lord buy, or something like that. Or,
Nice,
I
nice.
don't know, dude, it doesn't matter.
Marvel printing money with bisexual Star-Lord
There you
comic.
go.
Yeah! All right, you damn plebeians, I gotta have your thoughts about Star-Lord allegedly becoming bisexual in the next run of comics for Guardians of the Galaxy. Dan, thank you for joining me for the video. Remember, you guys like the video. If you enjoy this kind of content, give me your thoughts below. We'll see you right here next time. GG, Plebs.